This little campfire seat is great for any outdoor activities. It's lightweight and you can make it in just a couple of hours. So I made one of these about 10 years ago, but I always hated that video and I didn't have any plans to go along with it. This was back before I knew how to use SketchUp. So I finally designed a proper set of plans. You can make one of these easily in a couple of hours. Before I get started, I wanted to remind you that woodworking doesn't have to be expensive. If you're interested in setting up a woodworking shop for under $1,000, please download my free guide over at mytoollist.com. Now let's get started. The best thing about this project is you're almost certainly gonna have enough scrap wood to make it with. And if you have any off-the-rack 1x2s, these are 1.5 inches wide and a 1x5, you don't even need to rip the boards down, just cross-cut them to size. And this is one of the few times where I recommend cutting all of the pieces at once. There's only 12 pieces and 4 different sizes. And here's all the pieces I need, plus a 5/8 inch dowel. Over at my drill press, I'll drill a hole on one end of each of the long boards and the short boards. Now I just need to slide my stop block over and drill a hole in the center of each of the long pieces. I cut out this board with a curve on it so that I could use it as a template to draw curves on one end of the short ones and both ends of the long pieces. Since that's such a small amount that I need to cut off those corners, rather than use my bandsaw or a jigsaw, I'm just gonna round them over on my disc sander. And I'll cut this dowel down into 5 pieces, 1 long one and 4 short ones. Now with all the pieces cut out, I can start to assemble it. And this can be a little bit tricky to just kind of visualize it spatially, so just follow the plans carefully. First I'll connect one long piece with one short piece and just drive this pin in to connect them. The other pair I'm going to connect with the long dowel, so I'll put one short piece and drive the dowel in. The best way I found to keep this straight is to take your middle section, the one with the long beam there, and you'll raise these 2 legs up at about a 45-degree angle. Then these are the 2 other legs. The short piece goes on the outside and this one gets raised up like that. And so you can see where this now gets pinned together this way. And this going this way sometimes is a little tricky. There's half of the seat, and this one, of course, we got to do the same way. So I'm gonna flip this over. So keep in mind that the 4 long pieces are the legs, and the ends without the holes are the feet. So there is the basic setup. So you can see that the top pieces now are going to fit on here and here like that. Before I install the seat, I want to get these cross braces in on the legs. These are those 2 extra pieces, and I'll glue and then just tack them in place. Then I want to do the same on this side, only this side the 2 ends hang over. I'm going to use this board just as a spacer so that it's equal on both sides. This cross piece has a little bit of a twist to it, and those tacks alone aren't holding it in place, so adding a couple of clamps. Okay, to put the top on, you want to start with these 2 outside pieces and take one of these boards and you're going to attach it so that it's flush with both the front and the sides. This piece needs to go on these 2 inner rails. quick. We're gonna be in business. I'm gonna let this dry a little while so that I can tweak it without any fear of these boards going out of alignment. Hey, I'm here with Wyatt this week to talk to him briefly about Casper, the sponsor of this video. Wyatt has two Casper mattresses, one here at home on his Santa Cruz pine bed, and one in his apartment down in Santa Cruz.
Why is my bed here a Santa Cruz bed, but my one in Santa Cruz is Swedish?
Okay, since you've had a lot of experience sleeping on Casper mattresses, I'm gonna put you on the spot here, okay? Just right off the top of your head, in your own words, what are 4 things that you like best about Casper?
I like that they have affordable prices because Casper cuts out the middleman and sells directly to the consumer. I like that Casper has 3 models, the original, the Casper, the Wave, and the Essential. I like that Casper mattresses are perfectly designed for humans, engineered to soothe and cradle your natural geometry.
Good one.
I like that with over 20,000 reviews and an average of 4.8 stars across Casper, Amazon, and Google, Casper is becoming the internet's favorite mattress.
The internet's always right.
Yeah.
Well, those are some really great points that I would have never thought about myself. Hey, you want to know what my favorite thing is?
No.
Well, it's that Casper wants my viewers to take $50 off select mattresses by going to casper.com/WWMM and using promo code WWMM at checkout. Oh, I messed all that up.
That really threw you off.
It did. Let's do this again. If you find that your campfire seat is sticking, it's probably because a dowel is sticking out somewhere. Just sand it down smooth. Usually I just have to sand and tweak these for a few minutes to get them to operate smoothly. I'm going to apply a linseed oil finish to this project. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to make your own campfire seat, be sure to check down in the description for a free set of plans. You'll really need those plans to get all of the dimensions and to take the guesswork out of this project. And hey, if you're interested in getting started in woodworking and think it's just too darn expensive, download my free guide to setting up a woodworking shop for under $1,000. Thanks for watching, everybody.